Well, the card of the Lovers. The Lovers, of course, when you're reading tarot, the Lovers will appear time and time again because the most frequently asked question is about relationships. But of course, relationships happen within the context of everything else that's going on in our lives. So you'll often get a reading that has things about love, things about work, things about money, things about conflict. But the Lovers does turn up, and there they are. This either means two people together in a very happy, very stable relationship, or a relationship that's at that point of should I stay or should I go? Of course, because people are coming to a tarot reader for clarity about their lives, you'll find a lot of the time it's actually at should I stay or should I go? Or a lot of the time it's somebody asking about a new relationship and they're asking where is this relationship going? So the minor equivalent of the Lovers is the Two of Cups, the Two of Hearts. There they are, two people very much in love, holding. I like to think of the cups as champagne flutes, gazing into each other's eyes. All right, we all need this. We all need quality time together. We all need time, just the two of us. But of course, there is a point in a relationship where we move from um, the Two of Cups, the Two of Hearts, to a more mature relationship of the Lovers, which is much more. I sometimes say it's much more about pushing a supermarket trolley together. You know, it is just sharing day to day life, sharing your washing up. Some people find the transition from one to the other quite challenging. I think this is where a lot of people who go from one relationship to another is because they're hooked or addicted, which of course appears later as the card of the devil, the card of addiction. There's a great line in a Pink Floyd song. Was it love or was it the idea of being in love? I think sometimes that is the Two of Cups. It is very much that thing of, oh yes, everything's pink and shiny, and it's that champagne thing. But of course, the bottle of champagne the following morning, the bubbles have all gone and it's flat. It's more like the Lovers. It is that long term relationship. And yeah, it is that challenge of actually still remembering Valentine's Day. Yeah, but often the Lovers is it time to quit? Is it time to perhaps do? This turns up in the minor cards with the Two of Coins, dividing everything um, into two. You will find money turns up quite a lot in relationship readings because sometimes people are holding things together because they can't afford to get divorced, basically. But you know, it is wonderful when you can say, "I have the card of the Lovers here." Um, and of course, you know, if that's in the future bit of a reading, of course, that's very often what your querent is hoping for. But you know, love, it's a complex thing, isn't it? It really is. And I think the love that sustains and endures over years or decades is very different from that feeling when you first meet, isn't it? And you know, the Lovers is very much about holding things together, through the challenging times, through I know, redundancy, the death of a parent, broken leg. You know, it is holding it together through that. Love is a wonderful thing, and of course we all need to love and we all need to be loved. Yes, and it is challenging sometimes in a real down to earth world to hold it together and keep it going. But we still all need it. We need those little champagne bubbles, don't we? So, you know, if you have the lovers there, that's great. But this is why we usually do the 10-card Celtic cross spread. It's the 9 other cards that are going to actually frame this and going to give you the information that you need as to, well, is this a relationship that is going to go the distance and really is going to last or not? And of course, we always hope that there's enough love there to sustain two people through the challenging times. It's interesting that there's a certain amount of foreboding in this card, I think. This is the Rider-Waite, and of course we have the snake wrapped around the tree. We have an angel there in the background, but a slightly foreboding feeling from the angel. Of course, this is Paradise, the Garden of Eden, the fall from grace. Yeah. It's not the 10 of coins, it's not the rose garden. I think if ever I designed my own tarot deck, I think for the lovers I would have roses there. The Magician has red and white flowers, which is kind of balance and harmony. I think I would draw Magician's red and white flowers, probably as roses, the flower of love, into the lovers. Of course, there are lots of tarot decks out there, and you will find the one that resonates with you, that speaks to you, the one that you feel comfortable with. Yeah. In some decks, the lovers is called choice, because it is that transition. It is that thing of, yeah, let's do this. In which case, of course, it is the choice that two people make together. Lovely card, joyous card, happy card. So I do hope in your own life you find enough joy and happiness to sustain you through years and through decades. More videos on my channel, please do subscribe, and I do hope to see you again soon.